coast. And this is Stephen in wonderful sunny Wiltshire. I've just returned from a walk along canal, and I was sat there looking over at the canal wharf and thinking, it's good. It's good to just sit there and soak up the sun, even if there is a gale force wind blowing. Anyway, welcome, and this is Live Video Production Weekly with Nick Wood and Stephen Healey. Now, if you remember, cast your mind back to last week, I couldn't get my camera working. We are still having tech problems insofar as Nick can not tether his mobile phone to his laptop. So it's sort of the live production weekly with Stephen. So I'm your host for the next 30 minutes or so. And what we're actually looking at the moment is basically streaming everywhere. And I'm going to take that off screen and come back to me. And I'm going to share screen to actually show you what I'm talking about, because the picture is worth 1,000 words. If I bring over Switchboard and come back to me, I can bring Switchboard on screen. And there you have it. This is Switchboard. And basically, it's at the moment waiting for a feed to come in. I'm just going to hopefully should be coming in any moment. Yes, it is. There you have it. This chain event started when I went live on Restream. From Restream, we're sending out a signal to Switchboard.Live, and that signal should be up in a moment, and you should see two of me on screen, one on Switchboard and one in the Restream studio. Now, my fingers and toes are crossed, but of course this is going to work. If you are here, do say hello. We're live on my page, and we're live on several of the pages as well. So here you have it. We've now got a signal on OneStream.live. And what we can do is I can now go live. If I click this one link here, I can actually go live on my website. So I'm clicking the link, and as you can see, there's been a reaction to the second link. It's actually connecting or propagating to the website. Now, basically, the signal from Restream is going over to Switchboard.Live, and from there, it's going to go out to multiple destinations. So, say hello to Peter. Hang on. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, Peter. I'm sorry. Can you say hello again? This is live. I wasn't concentrating. I hope you can comment again. That would be good. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to this screen in a moment. I'm going to actually stop sharing and stop the screen share, which comes back to me now. So it's just me on screen. But pressing that one button, theoretically, and I just want to make sure that it's working. Theoretically, if I now screen share again, but this time I'm actually going to screen share my website. Okay, so back again and screen share. And this is live on the website. And we've gone through three sets of software to actually get this live on the website. Now, the reason for going live on the website is basically we spend our lives on Facebook and YouTube encouraging people to actually come to our website. What if we could, well, I'm proving it now, we can actually broadcast live to our websites, and people are already there, and people can surf and they can read our blogs. And this time I'm going to do the right thing with the comment and bring David's comment in. And David is saying, I bought the Switchboard.Live LTD. So this is helpful. Yes. Yeah, Nick and I bought it as well. And I've just spoken to Nick. I know he can't come on the show, but I've spoken to Nick, and they will have their own browser software soon But this is where we are joining the big boys, because we can actually go live. We can actually go live on our websites, and it's just so easy to do. I mean, I just clicked a couple of buttons. So we'll go back to the website in a moment. I'm going to stop sharing it. And I'm going to press stop share, come back to me. Okay, so we've gone live to the website, and that's one of the main reasons for being involved in syndicated video, is to actually go live on your website, bring traffic to your website. So instead of actually working for Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or Twitter, you're actually working for yourself, and the traffic is on your website. They're reading your blog post, they're visiting your shop, and that's what it's all about. We want to drive traffic to our own websites. But that's just the beginning. If I share screen again and I share Switchboard, okay, now we've got Switchboard on the screen next to me. Now things are going well. Now we've got Switchboard on the screen next to me. Basically, with Switchboard.Live, the other thing you can do is you can go live on other people's websites. So I can go live on Brigitti's Twitter, which I'm doing. I can go live on Nick's YouTube. Okay, and I can go live on Corinda's. Where is it? I'll find Corinda's in a minute. UK video first. I can go live on Corinda's as well. So what I'm doing is this broadcast is now going out not only to the destinations from Restream, but it's also going out to destinations that friends have lent to me. And this is a major step forward. Before this, you could only go live on your own Facebook, your own Twitter, and your own YouTube. Now you can go live on friends' YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. It's called Stream Share. It's available in every package that Switchboard provide, and you just invite people. I'll show you how it's done in just a minute. Okay, and we've got our first spam of the day. Okay. You know you're doing well when you're getting spam. I wish, well, fact of life, isn't it? When you go live, somebody's going to see you and take the opportunity to actually promote their own wares. We're talking about using websites and friends' internet resources on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch to actually promote your shows. Now, there's a quid pro quo here. If the person who's loaning you the site has their own version of Restream, then you can actually go live. They can go live on your sites. That's the way it should work. In other words, you go live on your own sites, you go live on their sites, and then when you're not broadcasting, they can go live on your site. So this is a beginning of being able to share resources between broadcasters. And I'm just going to go over to Switchboard. Switchboard now says that I am live on Brigitti's Twitch, I'm live on Corinda's Facebook, and I'm live on Nick's YouTube. And it's just so simple and straightforward to do. As you remember, I'm also live on the website as well. But I could go live on Facebook pages too. And if I wanted to go live on the live video squad, then I just press one button and we're going to one more destination. Now, a word about this. I'm only sending one signal to Restream. Restream is sending it out, and it doesn't put any additional load on my computer. There is no additional load, whether I broadcast to one place or 100 places, say, with using Restream, with using Switchboard, with using one we're going to look at next week. All these don't put any extra load on your computer. And that's important, because what you don't want, I'm just going to go me full screen for a moment. What you don't want is put any extra load on your own machine. And doing it this way, you're sending out the one broadcast, I say, which goes to Restream send it to Switchboard effectively puts it up on your website and also shares it to as many different places as you want, and it doesn't affect you at all. Now, word on this, you do need, of course, this is broadcasting, this is not video networking. We've been used to, when we go live with BitLive, when we go live with StreamYard, when we go live with other systems, we've been used to being able to do this, okay, to bring up comments on screen, okay. Because we're actually broadcasting to our friends' sites, because we're actually broadcasting to the web, because we're actually broadcasting to places that we can't control whilst we're live, then we can't show comments on screen. We can't respond to comments until after the broadcast. And this is, I suppose, the start of team building. I mean, we don't all go live at the same time. If we were to build teams to help and support each other and say, right, okay, can you look after this Twitter account? Can you look after this Facebook account? Can you look after? Then you can have a group of friends actually monitoring the feeds when you go live and responding in real time. Now, the quid pro quo, again, second time I've used it, is that you would do the same when they go live. So again, this is a start of building small teams which can help you increase your reach. And it's not overly expensive. We're going to be looking at a system next week, which is called Caster.io. And if you're doing this as a business proposition, then Caster is something you should look at, because that will go live to your website for $50 a month. And commercially, that's not too much to pay in order to get people to your website, to drive traffic to your website. We spend, I've done it, I spent money on adverts on Facebook, and all that does is attract people to watch Facebook. If I spent that money instead on going live on my website and getting people over to my website, then that would be money better spent. And before next week's show, we'll be promoting heavily the actual website itself and getting more traffic to it, because that's the new thing we have to tackle, is to actually get people to the website. But that will happen over time. If you stop the broadcasts on Facebook and YouTube and just go live on your website and you promote in advance, people will come and watch. Now, I've said that, so I've got to prove it right. I've got to prove that people can actually come and watch you on your website. So I'll have a look at that. I'll have a word with the team about going live on your website. Let's just go, and I'm going to share screen again. No, I'm not. Now it's come up. And this is a reminder, we are, as I'm broadcasting now, we are live on the website. Okay, so that's my website, Web Talks Live, and this is the beginning of something special, because I just love the fact that with the technology now, we can go live on the website. And also, you need three things in computing. Persistence is the first thing you need, because you've got to keep at it until the darn thing actually works. Patience, because it won't always go right. And the sense of humor. I know a gentleman with all those qualities, and we say hello to Nick.
Oh,
Hello.
goodness me. Yes, apologies for being late, everybody. That's yeah, connectivity. I use my phone because I've got rubbish internet, and then 10 minutes before we go live, my phone just decides to disconnect. So I did all the normal things like restarting the computer, hitting the phone, and but no, it was the fire. Yeah, I just rebooted the phone in the end, and it was the phone that was the issue. So process of elimination. I need you to come on, Steve. Look, I've actually got my hair cut today.
Brilliant. You do feel totally different, don't you? Once you feel back in control.
Oh yes, totally, yeah, like a new man. And actually, we don't have an update on when we can live stream through Switchboard yet, but I think they have changed. They're not calling it an HTML5. They're calling it a social embed player.
Ah, right. Okay.
But there's no timescale on it, so we wait patiently.
We do wait patiently. I mean, I've got one stream at the moment, which is good, and I'm going to take a look at Caster because Caster have got their own as well. But we do wait. I mean, waiting with us is David Withington, who's
hi, David,
an NVIDIA creator in the NVIDIA group. There are a lot of us. We're everywhere. And David is waiting too. See if I can adjust the set. See if this works. What happens when I press that button? Nope. That button. Nope.
Oh.
That button. I'm going to go through them all until I get the layout I want.
Hey, if there's a button, just press it. That's mine.
What I'm doing.
That's my motto. Okay. Press it, see what happens.
Yeah. We can't break it.
Exactly. That's what I always say to people. I say you can't break these things. So no one's proved me wrong yet. but things do go wrong. I was having a live on Friday using Melon, and it just, my computer froze, and the stream carried on, because that's one of the great things about Melon. It doesn't interrupt the stream. But it's really off-putting when you're trying to present on your own and you can't see anything. But we carried on. I carried on. I'll probably take it down and start again on Friday. But.
Well, that's the best way, isn't it? Just to David's saying press the buttons. We've pressed them all now. I've only got one left. That's probably the ejector button, so I'm not pressing that one.
Yeah.
Right. As you can see, we've got the website above Nick and I, and it's gradually working its way towards infinity, and that's just something that happens when you're actually on the screen that you're sharing. It gets woefully confused. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing because there are two of us on screen now.
Now we're back as a team.
We're back with the green screens.
I know. I know. One day I shall work out how to actually use my green screen. But that'll be a happy day.
Well, that's something else we're waiting for. We've been teased about it, and we've seen it, and I've actually got it, but it's not been fully released yet, and that's on BeLive, because you don't need the software. But I mean, the thing about XSplit VCam is it works anywhere. It works on OBS. It works on vMix. It works on any other platform. So when it's platform specific, fine. But because we broadcast in so many different places, you've got to have something that's portable that can go with you.
Of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Total sense.
Yeah.
And I've got to admit, as you know, I'm a massive BeLive fan, and I like their new green screen, and also, as I say, I'm a big Melon as well. They got a new green screen as well, and you actually have to have a green screen to use it. But the quality is stunning, I have to say.
I mean, there are software houses who say you do not need a physical green screen. Well, excuse me, that is filling your own word there. It doesn't work. I mean, we're both actually not on green screens, but not green screened. Once you start moving about, that's when you realise that you actually need a physical green screen, because you get the halo effect, you get the wind blowing when it's not, you get the whole range of features that you don't want. And a green screen is a one-off purchase, and the one behind me, like the one behind you, is portable. You can move it from place to place.
Yeah, as I often demonstrate on a Wednesday,
Yeah.
when it falls down when I'm chatting. So
Yeah. Well, you turn it around as well. You can be blue. I mean,
yeah, it can be blue. I've got a blue T-shirt on. That wouldn't look so good. But
right.
but yeah, no, it's great. And again, as you say, Stephen, and they're not expensive. I can't remember what I paid for this, but trust me, I'm tight. It wouldn't have been very much. You know, it would have been like 20, 30 quid tops, I'd imagine.
Yeah. And that's all you need to spend, because it's the actual fact that it's green and it doesn't move. It's a flat surface, effectively. Yeah. Okay. So, to everybody who's watching, thank you. If you'd like to comment, like David has been doing, then please do, wherever you are. Do make a comment. We'll be doing the rounds afterwards, catching up all the comments. Thank you for watching. But we're talking about Switchboard.Live. Now, David and Nick and I, the three of us bought the Appsumo deal, where we stacked it. And that means that we can do lots of things. And let's go over to share screen again. And this time I'm going to share the screen with Switchboard and come back. Okay, and how's it? Hang on. Now there's a toggle switch which says don't show it automatically. So it's not showing automatically, but it is here. Okay. Now, just one thing on Switchboard.Live. How do you actually add a page? Okay. So I've got borrowed pages there. If I go add, then it will come up momentarily. It's probably not going to work now, isn't it?
I know.
Probably not going to work.
Demonstrations.
Don't do a live demonstration. Pre-record everything is what I say. Right. Okay. Finally, you can check a new destination. So if I check a new destination, okay, where do you want to multi-stream to? And let's say, we've got choices now.
I know. That's cool.
It's growing all the time. We can go to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, DAcast, Periscope, LinkedIn. You've got to have the prerequisites to go to LinkedIn. We could go RTMP. Have you heard of Snapstream?
No. I wonder if that's not to do with Snapchat, is it? I wonder.
Don't know. Let's have a look. Right.
Corinda, don't know. Corinda might know.
Corinda might know, yeah. Have you heard of Snapstream, Corinda? Right. I've heard of the other ones. Yeah, okay. So if I want to go to Facebook Live, then I need to authorize it. This is all live, folks. Anything can go wrong here. And this will probably take a week or two. So Nick and I will carry on talking whilst that's actually doing its thing. And as soon as it does it. But it is normally, if you're not live, I say hello to Corinda. And Corinda's saying, yep, he's heard of it.
Brilliant. What is it, Corinda?
Corinda's now telling us. It's like HAPS.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I was lucky enough to be interviewed by Corinda on his HAPS once. Although it went slightly awry, and we had to do it on I think we ended up doing it on Zoom, which is always so disappointing when that happens.
Yes. I mean, it's the one system that you probably won't see us live on intentionally. Well, you won't see me live on it intentionally.
It's the absolute last resort.
Indeed. And I've been over to HAPS. I can see that it functions well, and the production that comes out is good. I'm just not. You know how when you go to a site, and like you went to Melon, and like I did, you fell in love with the interface. It's just so clean and so neat, and everything functions. I'm not in love with apps, because it's not. Well, it's not. It's not like anything else. It is. I'm going to stop sharing and let that cook. It's not like anything else, is it?
No, I wasn't quite sure what was going on.
No. I mean, it was built for yeah. I mean, originally it was built for newspaper reporters. Yeah, that's its genesis. That's where it came from. They built it for themselves, and then it's sort of grown into something a lot bigger because of the times that we're in. And it's still got the old interface. Yeah,
it does need
it's like anything that's designed by a team, and a team that don't meet very often. I don't know. Anyway, it works.
Here we go. I knew some of them. John, absolutely brilliant. Snapstream is the best in-class solution for publishing newsworthy video in real time. It's $500 a snip at $500 a month. No way. Won't be getting that unless it comes right down.
Well, it puts everything into perspective, though, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, you think, So you think about how much we paid for this.
Yeah,
I say it's Switchboard, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, to actually go live, I'll have to, just out of curiosity, John, we'll have to go and take a look at it. And up to Corinda, and Corinda's saying, I brought it, he's got a license on apps, good. And Mixcloud, even better.
Brilliant.
But can I go apps to Mixcloud? If apps can broadcast RTMP, yes, but the sweetest way, the cleanest way, the easiest way to go live to Mixcloud is to use OBS, and OBS is free. And I'm doing some videos this week about how to do it. So by the end of this week, you should have videos to watch, and you should be able to use OBS to actually go live. You can probably use OBS straight now, but this will be in relation to going live on Mixcloud. And John's correct.
Yeah, and I just had a quick look while you were chatting there, Steve, and then they do a 7-day free trial, so we can always have a quick poke around and see what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, what do these high-end systems have? The systems that we've been using for the last couple of years don't. That's the question. Yeah.
Yeah. So and how quickly are they catching up and merging? That's the thing. I mean, just seeing the development in the last. I mean, you've been live streaming a lot longer than I have, Stephen. But just in the last year, some of the developments that have come through have been amazing. Really, it's a real. It's almost like it's not like the old grocer wars back in the UK in the old days of Sainsbury's, Tesco. They're now competing. It's healthy competition, and they're all trying to do something as quick as they can, which is really cool.
That's right. And I had done when we're doing the live video production week, I did a chart of the 5 major systems, and they've all got similar, but they've all got different. So things that they've got in common. I mean, if it sounds crazy, but if I wanted to bring an image on screen now, and we're in Restream, which is high end, I can't. Yeah. If I want to bring an image on Be Live, I can bring an image. I can bring a carousel. No problem. If I want to go live on StreamYard, I can bring an image in, but it's not, according to friends who use StreamYard, the actual image display is not as good as it is on Be Live. So they've all got sort of, and you sort of pick the best.
It's not. Actually, here's the thing. Now, now obviously we know that Be Live is the only third-party platform that can go 1080p into Facebook, and I mentioned answering a question on the Facebook group last week, and someone assured me, who was the Video King, his title, assured me that StreamYard did it as well. So I didn't like to have a little spat in the open with him, but I thought I'm pretty certain they don't. So I went to StreamYard and asked, and they said no. we can stream it in 1080, but it gets downgraded on Facebook. And I thought, how subtly just tell him he's wrong.
Did Matt say anything else?
No,
he didn't. See, I knew it was Matt straight away. And the reason I'm saying it's Matt is to announce that there is a new Restream.io Facebook group, and one of the admins, just as we know, is the king of video. So,
do I care?
No, you don't. No, it's just. I mean, Matt is a good bloke, and we actually. I mean, I've met him in real life. In January 2019, Facebook decided to hold a gathering in Dublin, and they invited 600 or 700 people from around the globe, including the UK. And Matt and I were part of a group of 50 who went to Dublin for the weekend, all expenses paid, to see what they were up to. And we got a day out to the Irish football stadium, whose name escapes me. John might know it. And we had a fantastic weekend. So I got to know Matt there. I got to know quite a few people there. We're all still in contact. We all keep trying to go back to Dublin, but Facebook are not having it. One of those weekends you actually lives in the memory.
Is it Croke Park? Is it Croke Park?
It's Croke Park. Yeah. I wanted to say Croke Park or Croker Park, but it's just Croke Park. He's spot on. Yeah. So we were able to. Yeah. It was the first time I'd actually been to Ireland, and to actually be because to use that was the venue for the exhibition. Does Switchboard have a green screen function? Okay. No, it doesn't. We're on Restream at the moment as one of our broadcasting platforms, and hello, Lisa. But Switchboard doesn't actually have a production suite. It doesn't have a studio. It's how can I put this? It's a content delivery network. You send it stuff, and it sends it out. Yeah. So you send it the video, and it will send it wherever you want it to go. Let's just go back a minute. So I'm going to screen share again to answer the question, because this will make I can waffle with the best of them, but if I actually bring it up on screen, this will make it easier. And I'm going to show it on screen. And I've got to find out how to cancel that at the moment, haven't I? Hang on. I've messed that one up. I can't show it. We're brilliant. This is really good.
Is it just hanging?
It's just hung. And of course the thing is that if I refresh it, I'll lose every. Let's test it, shall we? Okay. What I'm going to do is, if you're watching and you can see comments, you're good. If you're watching and you can't see comments, we're about to disappear possibly. We're going to stress test Switchboard.Live by pressing refresh.
What's the worst that can happen?
I don't know. Well, the worst that can happen is that the website goes off air. That's the worst thing. I mean, it is refreshing. It should. I don't know. We're going to find out in a minute. There's a warning there, Nick. There's a warning there. Warning. 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 Oh dear.
Carl,
let's see. Let's see if the string comes back.
Oh, active for 5 detonations. Can I answer David's question? And the reason we went for the full Monty, David, is because we wanted the what they haven't been able to produce to us yet, and that's the HTML5 player. So we can actually, what I wanted was to be able to stream directly from my website, and so that seemed to be the best answer. And if you've got the full Appsumo deal, then whilst that's still in alpha testing, they're still making it, that will be included as part of that package. So excuse me, I mean, I've messaged them a few times and they can't give me a timeline as to when it will be coming on. But they'd call it, and I made a note of it. They called it the social embed player. That's what it's going to be called. But I don't know when. Or they don't, not telling me when that will be available. But that was part of the deal. So
yeah,
Renee.
I hope it's not too soon. I just reread the Appsumo stream just to make sure we weren't seeing things. And on Appsumo, one of their technical guys is saying, yes, all of these things, we promise you'll have the embeddable player, but with this year. Okay, so not straight away this year.
Yeah,
right.
Well, that's okay. As I said to them in the chat the other day, I said, it's disappointing that you can't give me a timeline, but it's a great piece of kit. So I'm not going to throw my toys out the pram and say, give me a refund, because it's brilliant what it does.
Right.
Hello,
so
Corinda.
Hello, Corinda. So this is back to David's point. I mean, both Nick and I, and who else has got it? You, me, and it wasn't Marco, was it? No. Yeah.
Oh, did Jim buy it in the end?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But it's to my mind, we looked. If you look at the Switchboard.Live site, yeah, and you look at the pricing, then $99 a month. $99 a month doesn't even touch what you get with the Appsumo deal. Yeah. I mean, the price of the Switchboard.Live starts at $39, go to 3 destinations. Then it goes to $99, go to 5 destinations. And then it goes to $250 a month, which is getting close to our $500 a month. $250 a month to stream to even more locations. But even then, you're getting nowhere near the stacked Appsumo deal. So it's one of the times you're in the right place at the right time. You think, got to get this, because it's goer. Now we've just done accidentally a stress test on Switchboard.Live, and we can report that even though I refreshed the page, every single stream, bar the one I was trying to set up, is still live.
Yay.
So yes, stress test. In fact, I can prove that if I stop sharing the screen and I share the screen again, and I share this screen, you'll see that Nick and I have not left the studio. Well, sorry, Nick and I have not left the studio any more than usual. There's the website. The website continued broadcasting. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So there was no break in service to any of the connections. There might have been a blip for a few seconds, but I don't know. I'll have to check that afterwards. But the stress test just shows how solid the service from Switchboard is. In fact, I dare say that I can actually close the page and go back to it at the end of the broadcast. But I'm not going to do that. Don't want to get too far. Let's take the win.
Yeah, gently.
Yeah. So
but no, brilliant.
It is. Yeah, it works. Right. Okay. So we proved Switchboard works, and as I said last week, I'm going to do a video about how to actually use it. And that's another thing, because there's different systems, different ways of doing things. If Nick and I were now on BeLive, we could show you the YouTube video and it would play flawlessly. We can't do that on Restream. We can't do that on StreamYard. We can't do that anywhere apart from BeLive. We can't play using the integrated YouTube player anywhere but BeLive. But next week, and message from David, we're overrunning, but if I press show, we might even see it on screen. We are. All right, okay. And that was preceded by brilliant. Okay, so we're on when we're doing the streaming out, we're on the $99 a month service. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
Because you mentioned the deal to me, and we said 232 quid on off lifetime.
It just seemed a no-brainer. Just get it. It'll do what we want at some point. I'm just trying to see whether it's still. I'm not sure it's still available now. I'm just searching Appsumo for Switchboard.
Yeah, I think there is. You could, if it's been withdrawn, which is possible, because these offers only last for a certain part of time. It could be available through Appsumo Prime. That's the wrong name for it, but if you're an Appsumo member, then deals do get extended.
Okay.
So you could, a way around it would, we can find out, but you should be able to get Appsumo paid version, and you should be able to then buy the extra codes through that. That's the thought. We'll check that out between next week. Right, next week we're going to have a look at Caster. Now, Caster was around at the time of LiveLeap. Anybody remember LiveLeap? Okay, good. LiveLeap was a piece of software which took your Facebook Live show and cross-posted it everywhere for you. And it took a bit of a hammering when cross-posting came out. Anyway, Caster.io is used by hundreds of thousands of companies around the world, and they have brought out an inexpensive version of their system. They do have now, at this minute, as we're talking now, they do have an embeddable web player. So we're going to take a look at that next week. Yeah, find out all about it and see what it does. Grateful this week to the following systems: Restream, which is where we're broadcasting from; Switchboard.Live, which is where we're broadcasting to; OneStream, which is giving us the web player; and everybody who's watched this today. Nick, it's over to you.
Guys. Well, we are here every Monday, Stephen and I, to answer and just delve into all sorts of different live streaming bits of kit and technology. We're not afraid to press a button, but we're here every Monday, 3 p.m. UK and 10 a.m. Eastern. So until next week, do let us know in the comments if you want us to have a look at something in particular. But until next week, we will see you again on Monday. Take care.
Oh, take care. And where's they always put the off button.